You want to be a paranormal YouTuber, a paranormal investigator, chasing ghosts, get them on camera. Well, here's my list of 10 or 5 or 6 or however many I can think of things for you to do, for what not to do, for you to do and what not to do to be the best ghost hunter that you can possibly be, and probably make a ghostly video, get on YouTube and make everyone watch it. Number 1, don't expect to turn up to your preferred paranormal location, the venue that you've hired out, or just somewhere that you've stumbled across. Don't expect all of the ghosts to be sitting waiting for you to turn up, full of chatter, ready to party. This stuff just takes time, unless you're very, very lucky. Expect to turn up to your location and spend a good few hours before you even get the slightest, if at all anything, in terms of activity, especially coherent communication, contact, or anything like that.
I see dead people.
So don't turn up, turn on the camera and you get everything set up. You might get your weed board out or whatever you're going to do, any kind of a seance that you might set up for the viewers at home. And it ain't going to work straight away, and it might not even work at all. And if it does work, brilliant! Crack on, do what you've got to do, get that stuff documented and get it out to everybody, because it's all probably amazing and everyone's going to love it.
Yeah, boy.
But don't get upset if you are sitting in the cold and in the dark for a good few hours before anything happens at all. I'm just saying. Oh. Number 2, don't go in there all guns blazing with all of the lights in the world. I really don't understand why people do this. Everybody knows that ghosts like to hang out in the dark. Everybody knows this, don't they? You know this, I'm sure. Like, they like the dark. That's the crack. That's why you normally see them at night. Don't turn up with your torch, your camera light, your floodlight, next door's light, Batman's light. Don't do it, folks. If you're making a video, the video is not going to look very creepy, and basically it looks shit. You're going to be spoiling the ambience for both yourself and the ghosts. Like, if you go in there with, you know, you've got a nice, lovely, peaceful, quiet, haunted location, and then you turn up and turn on the floodlights, whoever's in there is going to shit themselves and run away anyway. I know I would. I'm not going to sit around and answer your questions about what my name is, how I died, if I need help crossing over into the other side. Actually, mate, I was quite happy doing what I was doing me a little ghostly shit in the dark here, but you've come along and ruined that for me and Doris, haven't you? If you're making a video, have a light for yourself, if you feel you need to have yourself in it that much. And once you get settled, you're in your place, and you're going to start trying to communicate with the dead folk. Turn your light out. And I understand if you are making a video, you're going to have some light, because your viewers probably won't want to see just a black screen all the time and just a couple of eyes floating around and maybe a smile.
It's nothing but inky blackness for miles.
Every now and then, like, that'd be pretty boring. So I do get that. I do get why a lot of paranormal YouTubers have all of the lights in the world, because you're making a video, you're trying to make it entertaining for people. They've got to see the venue that you're in. I understand that, I get that. But don't expect to communicate with any spirits while you're doing this. Have your lights on, show the area, you know, show your location, but then turn the bloody things off when you're actually trying to speak to the ghosts, because you ain't gonna get shit sitting in a floodlit room, neon signs pointing at you. It just doesn't happen. Number 3, when you want to use some kind of technology, e.g. a spirit box or something like that, be it an app, there are some apps. Don't just turn up and expect dead people to magically know how to use this bizarre device that you've got in your hands. What if you've been dead for a few hundred years, or if maybe you're not even dead, maybe you're some other kind of spirit from another dimension or another realm or whatever. You turn up with a spirit box and then you turn it on and go, speak! You're gonna see sitting there, you're gonna be a ghost, and this guy pulls out this strange technical electronic device that you've never seen before in your life. It makes a bunch of noises and you're gonna just jump on and go, words! I know how to make words with this device that I've never seen before. 3 lifetimes ago I was riding a horse, but now I know how to use this app. No, I'm not saying, guys, that they can't use these apps, because I've used them with great success in the past, of course I have. What I'm saying is, you can't expect them to use them straight away. You've got to teach them how to use them, like anything, like you would with people.
Yep, radio. Yep.
They're just people, for the most part anyway. Take the time to show them what it is you want them to do, and train them, and you practice together, form a relationship with whatever it is that you're trying to speak with, teach them step by step how to use the device that you've got. Even if it's just divining rods, where you want them to cross the wires or whatever, a Ouija board, it's exactly the same. Just because you've got this magical thing called a Ouija board that everybody knows about, don't expect the spirit to know what it is. They might do. Brilliant. Chances are you've got to sit and teach them how to use it.
Everyone say hi to the teacher! Hi, teacher!
It's going to take a long time. It's probably going to take a few visits. It's just the way it is. This is the realistic thing about paranormal investigating that most people don't know about. They expect you just to rock up to a haunted place and loads of shit's going to go on. Sometimes it does. I have been in places where it does do this, but just have some patience. Teach the ghosts how to use the things, and don't just turn stuff on and expect it to be like, my name's Bob and I died in an avalanche 20 years ago and I'm going to possess your mum. Something like that. Number 4. Please, 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 1,000 times please, do not get overly excited when the slightest thing happens that can't be debunked by anything normal and is most likely paranormal.
Oh my god, dude, I'm freaking out. I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
It's just ridiculous. You look like an idiot.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
You know, if the K2 meter starts fluctuating or you actually get some coherent conversation through the spirit box or the Ouija board starts moving around on its own, don't then freak out and run away 5 million miles that way because you've left all your stuff here and your camera's still going. You look like a Burke running away in that direction, and nobody's gonna believe a word you say anyway because you didn't hang around to get any evidence. You just ran. Don't scream. Don't wave your hands around and make a shit ton of noise, because whatever it is that was trying to talk to you can now no longer be heard because you're too busy screaming at the top of your voice, going, what was that? Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. And can you see the light on the K2 meter flashed once? Right, just chill. If your K2 meter goes off, acknowledge that it's gone off. Brilliant, thank you very much. Can you do it again? Can you confirm that that was you doing it? Can you do it again? Brilliant, right, can you answer some questions? Some yes, no questions with this device. Make these lights go to red if you are a man, or you stood behind me or something like that, you know what I mean? Same with anything that you use, just stop getting too excited. I know you're trying to make a video, probably, you might not be trying to make a video, you might just be going out doing genuine paranormal investigation on your own. As annoying as it is, those are usually the ones where you get the most activity. I'm not even kidding. Half the time, as soon as you rock up with a camera, nothing happens, and you're just gonna have to get used to that. Number 5, don't be a twat. Yep, basically that's it. Respect and gratitude goes a really long way here, guys. Don't turn up somewhere and be an absolute knobhead. Treat them how you would expect someone to treat you if they came into your house, regardless of whether or not the spirit that you're looking for is said to be a nasty spirit, an aggressive, evil spirit, someone who's horrible in a previous life. Don't go in there effing and jeffing.
My name is Jeff.
And saying this, that and the other, and I can't believe, you know, how you did this, how do you feel about this? Like, yeah, you're going to get a reaction, but it isn't going to be a good one. They're either going to be a reaction where they just completely ignore you. There's going to be a reaction where they make you feel really sick and you feel ill, and you have to leave anyway because you actually feel ill. You're going to be dizzy. They're going to throw something at you, which would look great on camera if they actually did, but sometimes they can throw sharp things at you and it isn't going to be any good for the future of you. But seriously, gratitude goes a long way, as it does with everything, anything to do with manifestation or anything to do with spirit contact. If you're grateful and if you can project gratitude to the spirit that you're trying to get in touch with, it really works 5 million times better than it would if you didn't. Take offerings. You know, you don't have to necessarily be into the occult or anything like that to be doing offerings to spirits. Take a gift, a food, drink, take a toy, something, so an interesting object, a drawing, anything that, you know, shows your peace, your gratitude towards the spirit. Give it a go. You will find that you will get a lot more contact if you actually bring this kind of energy to the place that you visit. Give it a try. Let me know how you got on with that in the comments below. I would love to know your experiences with that. Number 6, don't fake it. Now I know you might be laughing, but this is actually quite serious because there's an overwhelming amount of YouTubers out there who pass themselves off as being genuine paranormal investigators who fake the shit out of everything that they put on here. I understand that you've got to get views and you want to be a YouTuber, you want to make some coin on here, and you know, you want to have loads of subscribers and you want everyone to love your content. I understand that, It's a tough gig doing this, it really, really is. But you're only going to ruin it for yourself, and you're only going to ruin it for your channel, and you're also going to ruin it for other channels of actual, genuine paranormal investigators who are busting a gut to try and get the best evidence that they possibly can and show you guys at home. And if you are intent on faking stuff, please don't say that you're doing genuine work in this field, because you just look like a Burke. Just say that this is for entertainment purposes only, you know, this is not, you know, the actions in this video are not real or something like that. Clickbait the shit out of the video, do what you need to do, but just actually once you're in there, please just say that it is for entertainment only. Sometimes you'll be sitting there going, oh my god, this investigation's not going very well. I feel like I'm gonna have to fake something to make it interesting. Don't do it. You're going to lose all credibility doing it. You're going to lose your subscribers anyway. People are not going to watch any more of your videos anyway, so you're wasting your time doing it. Just accept that not every investigation that you do is going to come up trumps with activity. You win some, you lose some. There's so many times when I've been editing a video and there's been a noise in the background that comes over on the camera's audio that we couldn't hear in real life, and it'll be someone talking, it'll be a noise or something like that, an EVP that gets picked up. Half the time you don't know there's anything there at all until you're back home editing the footage. Use these investigations more so as you documenting the process of what happens. Document your investigation. Don't feel like you should be pushed to document paranormal activity. You're documenting a paranormal investigation where something might happen or something might not happen. If it does happen, do your very best to capture it on film or wherever you've got, and everything's going to be brilliant. Number 7, don't be afraid. Now this is my own personal thoughts on this one. Obviously this might not be for everybody, but don't be afraid to do various things to communicate with spirits that you've been told not to do. I know this rubs people up the wrong way and people get very upset and offended. That's your problem, not mine. Just don't do it if you don't want to. Don't be afraid to use things like rituals, offerings, as I've said before, Ouija boards. They're all effective ways of talking to dead people, guys. I don't care what you think about them, they are. I've done them. Loads of other people have done them, they do work. Yes, things like a Ouija board can be faked, but if you're doing it properly and you've got one of our ghosty friends who wants to partake in playing the Ouija board, they will do it. Let it happen. Let it do its thing. Again, don't freak out when it happens. Don't be afraid to use them. The Ouija boards themselves are not magical objects. These absolute knackers. These absolute fools who say, oh my god, the Ouija board is possessed, don't use the Ouija board, it's going to open a portal up and a monstrous demon's going to burst out of the board and pull you in, and it's going to be like a scary demonic version of Jumanji. No, it's not, guys. It's bullshit. It's just a form of communicate. I could literally get a chalkboard and ask a ghost to write on the chalkboard, and it would be just as possessed as the board would be that's got letters on. It's just a device for communication. Don't worry about it. The only thing that it might do is increase the activity because you have invited a spirit in to talk to you, but so obviously it has to have increased activity to use the board. Of course it is, but you're not opening a portal to the nth dimension and no one's going to possess you through a Ouija board. Use the right protections, you know, have your friendly spirits around, use whatever things that you've got that you use in your culture, creed, in your traditions, whatever you need. I mean, it's all manifestation anyway, thoughts make things, we all know that. So use whatever you've got to protect you and you are going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. Okay then, so that's my list of what to do and what not to do for today. I'll be doing lots more of lists of what, blah, 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 blah. If I could just learn how to speak first, I'll do loads more. So if you've got any ideas for any of the kind of list videos that you want me to do, put it in the comments down below and I will be sure to make that for you. Follow these tips and you can be the best paranormal investigator out there. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share and pass it on to all of your friends and say, my god, this guy knows all about paranormal investigating and making ghostly YouTube videos and he's absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see the rest of his content. I'm going to subscribe the shit out of this. If you could do that, that would be just great. Alright guys. Alright, that's enough for me. I'm at work, as you can see, so I've got clients and things coming in about the next 10 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up because they'll think I'm nuts talking to myself, talking to a camera, talking to you, talking to me, talking to them. Alright, till the next one, stay safe, catch lots of ghostly happenings on camera. If you do, put the links in my comments or let me have a look. I'd love to see all this. In all seriousness, if you do capture anything decent in your investigations, I would love to see your videos, photos, stories, comments, anything that you've got, everything that you've done. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Drop me a message or stick it in the comments. You can link your videos up. I'm absolutely fine with sharing other people's content because it's all about sharing and sharing is caring. I love yous lots. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.